Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Ekamek. This is Let's Play Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. Yep, it's been upgraded from Let's Try, finally. Welcome back, boy. In the last episode, it might have been a while, so just for a reminder, the princess got zapped and kidnapped. All the train tracks across the land have disappeared. It's generally not a good time. My head. Did you make it out alright, Link? What happened to the princess? Did she escape unharmed? Not quite. As long as I'm laid up, you're responsible for her safety, Link. So I'm the one who's gonna get executed when they find out what happened. Glad to see you taking responsibility. I'm glad to see you're finally awake. There was some hubbub outside. When I went to investigate, people said the spirit tracks were disappearing. At that point, the guards brought you and Alfonso in from outside. Both of you were out cold, so I've been waiting for you to come to. Now tell me, what happened? Oh, well... It's not my fault! So, what you're saying is... the Chancellor is some kind of monster, and he kidnapped Princess Zelda? My goodness, what a story. You're just pulling my leg, aren't you? Yeah... no, not really. So it's true, you say? What? So what you're saying is, the princess has been kidnapped? This is terrible, I must have informed the princess at once. Oh, yeah, that's right, she's not here. Well, I'm at a loss to what to do. What to do. Anyhow, I did make one tiny little change. Can I see it anywhere? Not particularly, though I decided to change my character's name to Link because it just feels more appropriate. I really have no idea what you're talking about, little guy. I certainly don't know anything about the princess being kidnapped. Or for that matter, the Chancellor being a monster. That's just crazy talk. I never brought up any of those things. Well, I guess you overheard me talking about it to the Chancellor, but... Hello, sir. We're all waiting to see what's going on with the disappearing spirit tracks. Do you know where the princess and the Chancellor are? We could really use our help right now. I don't think you actually want the... Hello? Hello, guards? Please help me. Can any of you see me? I need your help. Did you hear that voice? Or did I just imagine it? I really need to get more sleep. I'm so tired I'm starting to hear things. Well, if you're tired, that would explain why you were a total grouch at the entrance ceremony. Help! I need your help! Why can't anyone hear me? I thought I saw something moving out of the corner of my eye. This castle can be awfully creepy sometimes. You do not know the half of it. Can you see me, Link? I'm so sorry for what happened to Alfonso. And to you too. I never knew that the Chancellor was capable of such evil. All these years and I never noticed what he really was. I suppose him wanting to be called Ganondorf II should have been a big tip away. I was a fool. You saw it, didn't you, Link? You saw what happened to the Tower of Spirits? Why would the tower have broken apart like that? Must have had something to do with that demon. The same one who made the spirit tracks disappear. This must be the handiwork of Cole and his crony. But what could their goal be? He said something about the spirit tracks vanishing. What did he mean by that? And why would they take my body away with them? It's not like I've ever done anything useful at all. Ever. What will they do with it? Oh, I'm sorry. It seems that I'm much lighter without my body. Listen, Link. Let's try again to go to the Tower of Spirits. I'm sure everything will go perfectly fine this time. Now more than ever we have to find the wise one. But before we go, I want to show you something. I don't want it. Please, no. Don't give it to me. Oh. This pan flute, the spirit pipes, is a prized family heirloom. It's been handed down for generations. No one else wanted it, so we had to take it. It belonged to my ancestor who founded this kingdom. It is my greatest treasure of all. Then you keep it. I can't carry it while I'm in this state, as you can see. But I'm certain it's meant to protect me. I can hardly ask you to do any more for me. Good, I don't want it. But will you take this? Will you come to the tower with me? You're the only person I can turn to now. You got the spirit pipes. So, in their original incarnation, the spirit pipes were kind of cool. It was a musical instrument that you could just whip out and play wherever you wanted. This pan flute will probably come in very handy, and also hinder you greatly on your journey. The thing is, the one thing that made me concerned about trying to let's play this game was, how does the pan flute work on the Wii U, rather than the DS or the 3DS? It turns out that the Wii U does have a microphone installed, but it's very different setup compared with the DS microphone, so... Now then, shall we go? I shall travel alongside you. Okay, let's just pop it out for a bit and try to play it. This is me trying to blow as hard as I can, and it's... You can see that it's skipping notes every now and then. They expect you to do some actual timed stuff with these panpipes. It's not going to be easy. But I chose to let's play this. Wait just a second, Link! The tracks are gone. Even if they weren't, we don't have a train. I have a train. No, we don't have a train. Your train was... For reasons we cannot use your train. It is just not a train anymore. How can we get to the Tower of Spirits? Oh, I know! I've heard there's a path from the castle to the tower. But if it does exist, it certainly hasn't been used recently. There's a door at the back of the castle. Maybe the path is somewhere there? Let's go see. Right, I think we can see it. Let's just skip a loading screen and go around the long way. I guess the other thing that did between in trying to catch up with a different named main character is I skipped quite a lot of the messing about in the village. You still get yelled at, Alfonso, even if you go straight to the train station. And as a consequence, I have far less rupees this time. What is it, recruit? You want to leave through this door? Well, I can tell just by looking at you, you aren't adequately prepared. There are all sorts of strange beasts on the other side of this door. It's not the kind of place you want to go without a sword. He's right, Link. Head to the Tower of Spirits without a sword is too dangerous. I'm already the useless one. We can't have two useless people in this party. Why don't you go find the guard captain and ask him to lend you a sword? He'll probably just think you want it for training. I promise the whole Let's Play isn't going to be jokes at Zelda's expense. It's just going to be this starting stretch. I don't know, I think as long as there's pots within reach, I'll be fine. Do you have something new to say? I heard the spirit tracks have all disappeared. Now how am I going to get back to my grandma's farm? What a hassle. Does she raise cuckoos or cows? Another new recruit! Eh? Want a sword so you can leave through the back of the castle? Are you serious? Nah. If you want to be a great swordsman, the first step is to stop goofing around! Yeah, some swordsman you are, running around with no sword. There's something fishy about this. Are you really a new recruit? Yeah, he always tell the whole story. Alright, take this one. You got the recruit sword. Tap an enemy or slide the stylus to attack. But listen, just because you have a sword, that doesn't make you a swordsman. I've played this game before, you know. Let me see if you're truly worthy of handling a weapon like that. Fight me to the death! Alright, time for a little sword practice. These fellows here are to help you train. So don't hold back when you're attacking them. First, the targeted attack. Hit each guard twice with a targeted attack. If you don't know how to do a targeted attack, just ask me. Just tap on them, and it's a target attack. Good, the targeted attack is the most basic attack. Next is the side slash. Hit each guard with 2 attacks. Get moving, recruit! So slide it between you and the target, and that's the side slash. Or just slide it across the screen in general. Nice form! Now for the spin attack. This one's a little bit trickier. If you don't know how to do this, just ask me. Hustle! Don't spam the spin attack. But yeah, just to rotate the stylus around him, spin it. It's weird, it's a pointy stick, you spin it around Link and he spins. Good work, recruit, you've completed all the training exercises. Since you've got the basics down, I'll give you that sword. Now keep up the good work and come back here to polish your skills. I don't remember if there's ever any reason to come back here and to quote-unquote polish up your skills. You did a wonderful job. That was just amazing, Link. It's good one of us can be productive on this team. Now you have a sword, we can exit through the door in the back. Let's go. So let me see if I remember. Okay, so there is one major difference in controls. Rolling. In Phantom Hourglass, you would... Oh, this is not the right place. In Phantom Hourglass, you would sort of rotate... You would sort of spin the stylus around as you're running, and that would get Link to do a roll. Not the case here. You have to double tap as you're running, and that lets you... you double tap the screen. And that has linked to a roll. Similar to spinning, it will make you dizzy if you spam it, so don't. Why haven't they restocked the rupees here? How am I supposed to afford all the cool stuff if you don't give me all your money? You, give me all your money. Hey recruit, there's all sorts of monsters on the other side of this door. I've told you already, I can't let you out there without a sword or... Oh, I see you got yourself a weapon. Alright then. Be careful out there! Boing. I need some backup here! If you do a targeted attack from far enough, then it deals increased damage apparently. Hey there! It's dangerous to go alone out here with all these monsters. Take this! What, you're looking for the tunnel to the Tower of Spirits? Well, there was a path up that way, but recently the Rockfalls closed it off. I'm not exactly sure where it was. But if I were you, I'd check that wall for clues. For a lot of help. I hope you know that. The music in this game is fantastic though, even for a DS game. Oh, you were hiding behind the tree, you rotten thing. So check the wall for clues. Not exactly the easiest camera to work with. What is it about this wall having clues that we're supposed to be checking? Because I can't really see it. Frankly, I think it's just easier to chuck bomb rocks at it until we find the correct exit or entrance. Actually, I do have something that could help. A mild problem that I had with Chuggaaconroy back when he was making content was that he had this unfair grudge against Primer guides, official guides and all that, so right to my right I have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of the Sky, and the Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks Collector's Edition, this official guide. Anyway, oh, we found the hole in the wall. It's a fancy big green book with golden paint, I guess, on the side of the yeah, it's a very fancy book, so whenever I feel like there's something interesting to share in it, then I'll pop that open. For now, cave. It's awfully dark here, and it's kind of damp too. Is this really the way to the tower? Oh, I'm sorry, I was just thinking out loud. Come on, think, let's go. Bad choo-choos. Bad keys. Maybe I'm not quite as used to this as I used to be. Tap a block to grab it. Tap the arrow icon to push or pull it around. Sadly, to you can only go in the direct directions, so you have to let go if you want to move it. You have to let go of the horizontal if you want to move it vertical, and you have to let go of vertical if you want to move it horizontal. Oh, I just realized I had the audio on the gamepad on the entire time. Whoops. You got a small key. Use this key to open locked doors. Touch a door to open it. You can only use the key once. They really need to work on making sturdier keys in this world. Unless maybe it gets stuck? I don't know. Maybe the locksmiths are doing it to keep themselves in business. The door won't open if you just hit the switches in a circle. The switch after the bottom left is the left one. Wait, no, the switch after the bottom... Okay, so here's where we need to use our map. North, east, south, west. So after the bottom switch is the left one, which is here. Before you hit the bottom switch, hit the top one. Hit the right switch before the top switch. And as you can see, Link has a little animation of opening his map whenever we're drawing things on the map. It's kind of cute and reminiscent of the more recent Mario Party where characters will check the map at the same time the player does. You got a red rupee. It's worth 20 rupees. You only need a few of these to buy something nice in the shop. Okay, so the order is east, north, south, west. I forget what happens if you do it in the wrong order. Maybe it spawns more enemies. Do you hear squeaking, Link? Aye! Oh, how horrible! Thank you, Link. I was totally useless there. Those beasts were just terrifying. I never want to see them again. Things said usually before you get proven horribly wrong. The next room is going to be filled with 200 of them. I wish I had a better way of stacking up these images for scenes like this because they definitely looked a lot better on the actual DS. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it just looks a lot worse than it actually is. What's this train? This, my dear, is the spirit train. The spirits entrusted us with its keeping. How do you know that? You can hear me? Are you the wise one? Well, I wouldn't exactly put it that way, but I do watch over the Tower of Spirits. My name is Anjean. Or, if you want to go by the pun they intended, Engine. Am I glad to see you? There's something we have to talk to you about. Yes, that pallor you're sporting is quite frightful. One might even call it rather hideous, in fact. Hideous? How dare you? Now, no need to get your feathers all ruffled. Many generations have passed, but it's clear you've inherited her feistiness. Generations? Her? Who are you talking about? Did you know one of my ancestors? Feisty and bright, just like your ancestor. Yes, I met her when she first came to this land. She and I were friends for a very long time. But my ancestor arrived here generations ago. She was a pirate. Her crew discovered this land. Were you here in the tower then, Anjean? That's a story for another time, my dear. Right now we must discuss a matter more grave. Tell me, do you know the story of this tower? The legends of our land tell of a great battle. Long ago, the spirits and the Demon King were embroiled in a never-ending war. In the end, the spirits could not defeat him, but they did manage to imprison him in this tower. It's not chains or bars that keep him imprisoned, but an energy that flows to the Tower of Spirits from the 4 surrounding temples. Oh, of course, then the spirit tracks... Correct, my dear. The spirit tracks carry that energy. If the tracks are lost, the tower's energy will fade. So will the Demon King's prison. And that's just what the evil ones are after. They aim to resurrect Meletus, the Demon King. Right now, my strength maintains these shackles, but it's only a matter of time until they're broken. Of course, in order to resurrect Meletus, they need one other key ingredient. A vessel from the royal line of ancient Hyrule, with sacred power coursing through its veins. Yes, Meletus requires you in order to return. But only your shell, my dear. It would be the only vessel suitable for him to inhabit. No! The Demon King is going to run around in my body? Ugh, that's too disgusting for words. We have to stop them. We can't let the Demon King return. My thoughts exactly, my dear. At the top of this tower is your body. The Demon King's spirit is also there. To prevent him from possessing your body, you must fortify his prison. To do this, you must restore the energy between the temples and this tower. In other words, restore the tracks between here and the temples. But how? How do we restore the spirit tracks? The answer lies above us and on the floors of this tower. 4 sacred glyphs are enshrined there. These tablets are the real maps to this kingdom. You must retrieve them. As you know, this tower connects our kingdom. Right now the tower is filled with an evil energy. If you can get far enough to retrieve a glyph, a portion of the tracks will be restored. Start your search by climbing the stairs. Of course, thank you, Engine. You have a very important mission ahead of you. The kingdom is in danger. We're all counting on you. You understand the gravity of the situation. You must find the sacred glyphs to restore the tower. I will wait for you here. That's what we princesses have always done. From my understanding, it's kind of a family tradition. No need to be scared. Just buck up and get moving. Sorry to interrupt such an enthusiastic pep talk, but ascending this tower alone would be impossible. There are traps set to snag trespassers, not to mention that pesky little monster infestation. Is that so? Well, I feel terrible asking, but Engine, can you guide Link upstairs? Have you already forgotten what I said? My wheels are spinning just keeping the tower together. I'm sorry, my dear. I just can't leave my post. Then what should we do? Should we go back and get Alfonso? Oh, but he's wounded. Teacher? The captain of the castle guard? But I suppose there's no time for that, is there? What if you went with him, my dear? Me? Go with him? But I'm not sure how much help I'd be in this state. I'm not sure how much help I'd ever be. I'm a princess. Well, my dear, this kingdom is your responsibility. You mustn't ever forget that. I'm sure you'll find a way to help out somehow. Well, all right. We'd better get going then, Link. You must ascend the tower and retrieve the glyphs. Well, we have our goal, we have our stakes, we have a princess. I'd say that's enough for one episode. So, until next time guys, take care. I'll see you all around.